Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. So a little bit different this one. I've had a few people mention about the miniature versions of colouring books now and how they seem very small, very detailed, and like how on earth do you colour in those? So as the title suggests, how small is too small? We're going to play, we're going to see, we're going to find out. I have the Miniature Enchanted Forest book here by Johanna Basford. I love everything Johanna Basford, so when these came out, I openly admit I got it, and I haven't actually really coloured in them very much. So we have this little piece here, just for reference. This is about the length of my finger. That's how small this cute little page is. I've got you zoomed right in so you can see properly, and I've got all my stuff off to the left, and we're going to have a little play. We're going to use pencils because that's kind of what we're wondering about, whether, you know, it's possible. And I've got some colours picked off to the side. We're going to use the Creyart Black Barrel pencils. So these are quite like, you know, your Brute Funa, your Sioux Colour, they're all very similar, just budget oil-based pencils, kind of a white label deal. A lot of them come from the same place. So I've got a set of pinks, a set of oranges and a set of greens, because that should see us going for the floral, the butterfly and the leaves. Do I have a blue I have my tub here with my Creyart. I'm just going to see if I can find a black anywhere near the surface. Ooh, no, but I've got a dark black cherry. You'll do. We'll sharpen that with my trusty Tigal. And I would imagine you'd need your sharpener at hand here, because the trick with this really is going to be sharp pencils. So we will start with our greenery. I've pulled from the black Creyart pencils the 113 Emerald Green, 090 Bright Green, 088 Lime and 040 Lemon. You can never see because of the shine, but there we go. And if you're using a different set, you just need a dark green, and a middle green, and a light, bright, limeish kind of green. And I've added a yellow on, essentially. Just a yellow, just in case, just for a little bit of contrast. So we are going to pop our stalks in as we usually would. Darken up at the top. Fade that out. Seeing as it is essentially a symmetrical drawing, I will do both sides at the same time. That helps me keep things even, not forget what I've done. Again, this one is behind the other, so we've got a little bit of depth here. I'm going to pop a little bit here as well. Fade that out. A little bit here. Some the other end. This is definitely one of those nice little books for, you know, sat waiting for an appointment somewhere, or popping into your bag for your lunch break at work, waiting in the car to pick kids up, things like that. I'm going to go in with my next colour, which is the 090 Bright Green. I'm going to work that up slightly from that darker green. Blend that out as well. Just kind of feather it into nothing, and then you can lay your next layer over the top. Not get that harsh line in between. Now if you just don't want to live the life of having to mess with this at all, obviously you have the option of fine liners or even gel pen, although to be honest in places you're going to need to add some fine liner to your gel pen. I think these do get quite narrow in certain places. But I just wanted to see if we could manage pencil. Okay, next green along we've got this lime 088. I'm going to bring that in from that colour. And then I'm going to add this yellow in just to a couple of spots. Why not, eh? To the middle there. And I'm just going to add a bit of the darker green where this disappears behind here. And the next green down just to transition that. And that lime over the top. Okay, brush off that dust. We'll see about some of these flowers. Now, do I want orange flowers and a pink butterfly, or pink flowers and an orange butterfly? I think we're going to do orange flowers. So I've got 075 Ferrari red, 003 orange and 034 creamsicle. Just with the darker colour. Oops, too sharp a point. I'm going to pop that right on the ends here and then just blend that away. Okay, bringing that inner colour to this orange, 003. Give that a little bit of a shape now, just leave a couple of circles higher up for my highlight. And then with this, what are we, 034 creamsicle, work that lightly over everything. My pencils are crumbling away. Yeah, and I would just kind of rinse and repeat. With our green again, we'll add these little leaf blades in here, dark in the bottom, I think. Fade that out. And just work my way through from my darkest to my lightest green, just working that up and in. Left a tiny bit of room for some yellow. And then I'm gonna resharpen my darkest green and lay that, we're really getting small now, into the base of these, feather that out. And I'm going to take the lighter green, that lime colour, and I'm just going to lay that over. There we go, some tiny little leaves down there. We'll do these middle ones the same, that darkest green, feather that out. And the paler green, the lime. Okay, let's have a bit of fun with these detailed leaves now. So my darker green, I think I'd like a centre and a little bit of shade to one side. Turning my pencil to keep its point for longer. Do the other side. And then again with this stalk, I'm going to bring the darkness up from each leaf joint. And we're going to take that mid-tone green, bright green, pop a little bit of that in the bottom and to the left this time. So the other side of that darkness. To the right on this side. On the left on this side. Okay, and then coming in with that palest green, that lime colour again. Just going to pop that essentially around the edges. I'm going to bring that down through here. Okay, that is that section. We'll do our butterfly as well. So, one pink butterfly, I've got 074 magenta, 062 coral red and 058 salmon. You can see those, there we go. So just a dark middle light pink, same as usual. I'm trying to work out which is the darker colour. Bear with me guys, let's have a little look. Can't always tell with these budget ones. And it's this one. Right, so 062 coral red. I'm gonna keep him nice and simple. Just bring that darker colour in from the middle of the wings and out. And then that medium magenta colour over the top and extend it a little. And then that salmon colour just to finish and blend that. And I'm going to take that dark black cherry 072 and colour his little body in. And I'm going to deepen that inside colour and fade that out. And just pop a little bit of that pale pink back over just to blend that in, and that just darkens him up a little bit. Okay, so essentially we need to tackle these odd little ends and decide how. So we'll take our darker green, that emerald green. I'm going to pop that in up from here and from the bottom. I'm just filling these bits in and then feathering a bit of darker green from the inside out. Let's see now. We'll work this out. Okay. We're going to fill this in. Fade that out. Same again. Got a little bit of unevenness to this little drawing, so that bit is missing from here, so we'll add that in. And if we're adding the little triangle in as well, I think that's all that we're missing. Not quite even, but hey, we do our best. Right, the mid-tone green is that bright green. I'm going to work that up from here. And add that very pale lime green in. My dark green again. we need to decide which bit of this we're going to colour in. And it's going to be that. And that. That mid-tone green. Work that in. And then that palest green, that lime again. And these little kind of infill bits, I'm just going to do in a dark green. Same again, bit of dark green down the centre of this leaf. Next, that mid green. And the light green again. I like how vibrant these are for budget pencils. They've actually got, you know, real colour depth to them. Right, some tiny little leaves in the bottom. We'll give them a darker base again. And then that lightest green, got to sharpen that. Not push our luck with these, I don't think. Just that darkest green again to finish off. The base down there. And again, we need to complete this little border. Mid green. It's odd how you've got these little bits almost like they forgot to finish it off. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to fill in the details we've done just to match on the other side, and then I'll be back and we'll give this a background. Okay, we are back. Pencil is down, pencil is complete, and yeah, I'm happy with it. So in that kind of Halloweeny vein, I figured we might as well also throw in there that not everybody can afford a billion different books, So, you know, it's not always cost effective or possible to get seasonal books. So let's be honest, we will make them seasonal. If you want it to be more fall, you could use orange, and seeing as we want it to be a little bit more spooky, I'm going to make my background grey and black, and we're going to add a little bit of goth to this green. So I've been looking for any kind of excuse to try my new shuttle or gel crayons. I got the 48 colour that come in this fun little, well, it looks like a lunchbox. And from there I've pulled this white, they're not numbered or anything, so a darkish grey, one kind of fun metallic-y, pearlescent-y, glittery grey, see how that works, a very pale grey and a black. I'm going to zoom you guys out, woo, there we go, back out, so you can see the actual size of this crazy little picture. And I usually use my cutting board, but I'm also experimenting for the sake of science. I've got a smooth, you know, those cheap mats that you get in the marker sets, those little plastic mats to go behind your page. Well, I have a soft silicone version that was in one of my nail art kits from when I used to do nails, so I thought, can we repurpose that? Let's see. And I've got a couple of craft brushes, one large, one small, for the blend. So I always use my gel crayons dry, not living that life. And I would always advise you to have a little scrap of paper to test your colours. I'm going to see if these will actually draw onto this mat because it is smooth. I'm not sure if I'll get as good a lay down of colour pigment. If not, I will run off and get my board. It's around somewhere. Just going to lay a little bit of all these colours down and then we'll try them. Yeah, I think for the sake of science that just doesn't work. We will see. We will see. I'm sorry I'm doing this off camera, guys. I'm just literally, well, I mean, I should share really, shouldn't I? Let's move ourselves up. Let's put ourselves here. I'm just scribbling my crayons. Ooh, the glittery one's obviously bitter. Makes sense. Onto my mat. I always lay my crayons down in the same order as I've just put them on my page. You'd be surprised how often you forget which one is which. A little bit of black. So I'm going to start with that lightest grey. I'm going to pick up a little bit onto, it is a clean brush, it's just dyed, and we'll see if this actually, yeah, I don't think this is going to work as well. You're going to get a very, very light smattering of colour, if anything. Right, I'm going to pause you again. I'm going to go get the thing I should have got. Okay, I am back. I have my faithful friend beside me. Or chopping board. What would I do without that? Right, we'll do that again. Oh yeah, better. Just really do need that rough texture with these to transfer them down. Quick, less messing. Bear with me. One very pale grey. I might save the white and see. Okay, I'm going to start with my pale grey. Just kind of tap it off a little bit and do check your colours. Do check it's not going to look horrendous and just look like muck. It might do. We're about to see. I'm going to work that pale grey in and around. my picture. Need to remember not to stick my sticky fingers on the page. I am getting some of the green smudging from the Creyart, but I'm not really mad at it. I'm going to need more grey. Always seems like you're using loads and yet, you know, you're not really. Okay. I might even be getting them. These have been washed, so they shouldn't be getting any green transfer, but I suppose you never do know. Want the paler grey in the middle. I'm going to build the darker greys out from there. Just pop your cards a little bit more central. Okay, tiny bit more. I just want to make sure I've got that over my picture. I left the little snail guy. Thought he looked cute as he was and we're not mess with him. Right, I'm going to go from there to... I'm going to leave the sparkle grey for now. So I'm going to go with this darker grey, but I'm going to be a little bit careful now. I'm going to test that colour, see what we've got. And this time I'm going to come inwards from the edge. Work that towards the other one. You should probably have a glove on for this. Stops you getting fingerprints on your page. I of course have nothing useful here at all, so we will continue on. I promise this is more grey than it looks on camera, a little bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit more colour down. Oh no, careful of that. Hold your page down. Okay, that corner's a lot darker, so I have to build these up a little. You can always, you know, do that. Keep it off your other page as best you can. Just while you get that edge in. Okay, black it is. Again, just tapping a bit of that off, so I'm not going to end up with a dark splodge as soon as we put it down. Really light pressure at first. Stop you depositing a whole load of one little black circle that you'll never be able to smudge in later. I'm just going to work that in a little bit from the corner. And I'm going to do that for my corners. Same again. And again. Try and keep my dirty fingers off the other page. Okay, and then, well, got to add a bit of sparkle, haven't you? So this is my glittery one. Just gonna get as much off of that as my brush as I can. Should have had tissue, but I don't. I suppose I can use my extra bit of paper corner. Right. A little bit of sparkle coming up. Again, I'm just going to pop that kind of this bottom left corner. And I think the top right. Well, I can't say I'm mad at the shuttle or gel crayons. Let's see if that actually had any sheen to it. A little bit. It's got a little bit of a sheen more than a sparkle as such. That will do. Right. Now, we're going to have a little look at it, we're going to see, and I think we're going to take the paler grey again. I'm just going to smooth up the edges of this blend. So I'm going to take, I've got a bigger craft brush off to the side that's clean-ish. I'm just going to gently smudge that around where my colours are meeting. Just to smooth in that blend. Oh. And yeah, am I already zoomed out? I think I'm already zoomed out about as far as we're going to get there. So we'll move a few things. Yikes. Try not to stick my fingers in anything or on anything. I'm going to move. We're generally safe with no water. You should be able to lift your page out without that really going anywhere. I just wouldn't advise closing the book for a little while. And there we have it. So guys, how small is too small? Well, I enjoyed it. And being a slower colourist, it's nice to get a project done in one afternoon. If you wanted to take that places, if you have a nice stencil, you could pick a darker gel crayon, or even an ink or something, if it'll go over the gel crayon okay. I think it will. And you could add a bit of a stencil background to that if you wanted to. And I think it added that sufficient layer of Halloween vibe to our bright summery page for me to be happy with that. So as always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you found it useful in some tiny way, and tell me what you think. If you've tried these little pages, how did you find it? Did you find this helpful at all? Are you more likely to tackle one now, or have I just cemented the fact that this isn't for you? And if you enjoy these little instructional colour along videos, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You do need to turn your notifications back on, as YouTube appeared to have turned them off again. If you're finding you're not getting your notifications, it's because they keep switching things off, so just turn them back on, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.